guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today we're going to do whatever happened to that palette Wednesday, where I pull out a palette that I haven't used in a while and I create a look with it just to make sure that it gets loved, because I own a lot of palettes and I want to make sure I pay attention to all of them. So today I'm going to do a look using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This is one of those palettes that when it came out, I knew I wanted to have it. I have to be careful because it has a pressed glitter. As you can see, that is not very well pressed. I think that's the issue with most of them, but it is a beautiful palette. It has a lot of sparkly shades, a lot of matte shades, and I want to create a look with it today. So that's what we're going to do. I've already done my eyebrows. They look a little crazy. I tried to match them a little bit to my hair. Which my hair needs to be recolored soon, and if you guys want to see a video on me coloring my hair, I can try to do that. I don't know how well it will go, but I will try. So let me know down below if that's something that you want to see. So I'm going to use my MAC Paint Stick in white, and my hair is kind of doing its own thing today. I washed it and I kind of just let it dry naturally, and so it's like, and then I put some texturizing spray in it, so it just kind of has like these waves that aren't really doing much of anything. So it's just doing its own thing today. So I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to put my tape on. You guys know I love the tape method. I really like sharp edges. Might do a round look in the future coming up. Sorry I have not filmed in a few days. I have missed you guys a lot. I love filming and I love uploading a lot, and I know a lot of people, for a lot of people, not uploading for like 1 or 2 days would be like not a big deal, but for me, I don't know, I like to upload as frequently as possible, and I just was not feeling well the past couple of days. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It is called Desert Sand, and it is a very neutral, it kind of reminds me of Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, or Creamsicle, or no, Orange Soda from Anastasia. It's just a very neutral, like peachy shade. So I'm just running that through the crease and kind of fading it up to my brow bone. It's the lightest shade in the palette. I kind of wish this palette had a little bit of like a lighter, like brow bone highlight shade, but, well, it does technically. Trying to see if that one would be lighter for like the, like a shimmery brow bone highlight, but I don't know. So I'm just making that very blown out. I'm using the Morphe M504, which is just a very fluffy blending brush to just really diffuse that. So what have you guys been up to? Today is the day that I ask you guys what you did last weekend, what you're doing this weekend, anything fun coming up. I don't know what just happened. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade Eden, which is right here. I think I just got like kind of like a hiccup kind of thing. And I'm going to use the Morphe E17, and I'm just going to put that lower than that shade all through the crease. Last weekend, what did I do? What did I do? I think we just relaxed. Well, we worked on decluttering, getting rid of stuff, and then just relaxing. And this weekend, I don't think we have anything, do we? I feel like we have something coming up. I know my nephew's birthday is coming up, but it's not this weekend. Then I'm going to go in with Blazing, which is this orange shade right here. It's very pretty. And I'm going to use the same brush. And I'm just going to put that on the outer portion. and bring it slightly in. I know there's one weekend where I have a cookout. My parents are going out of the country. And I'm going to be pet sitting for them, so that should be interesting and fun. And then we're thinking about taking a trip, but I don't know. So I'm just putting that into the crease, and then I'm going to go back in with that fluffy blending brush and a little bit more of desert sand and just kind of blend that out. Yeah, so I just wasn't feeling well the past couple of days, and I just, when I don't feel well, I don't feel like myself, and I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get on camera and not be myself. Like, I don't like that. I watched a scary movie. Was it last night? It was yesterday for sure. I'm still going in with that orangey shade. And it was called The Ritual. It was weird. It was, I wouldn't say it scared me, but it was definitely weird. And I mean, it was a pretty good movie. Okay. And then I'm going to take Saffron, which is this red shade, right? See? The glitter just, you guys saw that, right? That's fine. I was never going to use that shade. This right here. That, I just think a pressed glitter in a palette is just such, well, okay, pressed glitter is one thing. Like, Trading Mecca has some pressed glitters in their palettes that are awesome because they're actually mixed with like coconut oil and stuff like that, like shea butter, whereas like this one was literally just loose glitter stuck into the palette, which to me is just pointless. So now I have glitter all over my pants and all over the floor. It's awesome. So I'm just putting that shade Saffron right on the outer V, just to deepen up that blazing shade. That's crazy. I've been really careful about not tilting the palette, but I had a feeling it was gonna happen. Oh. Okay. I think that was everyone's biggest complaint with this palette, was the pressed glitter shade. And I feel like when I got mine, it wasn't very pressed to begin with from the beginning. Does that make sense? Anyhow, now I'm going to go in with my glitter glue. Huda Beauty palettes have very weird textures. Like, their mattes are really awesome and pigmented, but then they also have a lot of like shimmers and these weird ones that really only show up really pigmented with your finger. Especially the rose gold palette, which is so weird because she remastered it and then didn't change that about it. It just, I don't understand it. But anyhow, so I'm going to go in with Turkish Delight, which is this like wine and burgundy, like really shimmery shade. And I'm going to go in with a Makeup Geek pointed crease brush. And I'm going to put that. Now this palette, these shades, the shimmery ones, will actually show up with a brush, whereas in the rose gold palette, they will not show up with a brush at all. You have to use your finger. It's the weirdest formula. And when, like I said, when she remastered the rose gold palette, she didn't change that about it, which was like one of the biggest complaints. So I don't know how it's remastered, but I don't own the new one. I own the old one. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to take the fluffy brush and I'm going to go into Blazing, which is the orange. And I'm just going to run that along the crease. Again. I think that might be my favorite shade in the palette, which I never thought I'd hear myself say, because orange and yellow eyeshadow before I started my channel were my two least favorite shades to do. Now I'm going back into Desert Sand, which is the lighter shade, and kind of blending that out. But ever since I've been doing my channel and doing different, you know, different looks, and I did my monochromatic looks and all that stuff, I don't know, I kind of fell in love with it. So, all right, and now I'm going to go in with Celestial. We're going to see if it picks up on a brush. It is this beautiful golden shade here. It's really hard to tell in this lighting, but it's like a golden with like slight pink undertone. Let's see. Yeah, it picks up not as well as it probably would with a finger. Try with my finger. I'm gonna spray my brush a little bit, or a lot of it. Okay. See if that'll foil it. Not really. Not so much. I mean, maybe a little. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those palettes that looks really pretty when you're looking at it, but on the eyes, it's pretty. It's just not as pretty on as it is. It's pretty. I like it. Okay, now it appears to be going on a little bit more pigmented. Okay. And then I'm going to go back in with my E17 and I'm going to combine Saffron and Blazing, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer V a little bit again. I kind of wish this palette had like either a really dark brown or a black to allow you to really deepen up the outer crease, but this is kind of like a fiery sunset look, so I'm alright with it. I'm not mad at it. Okay. And usually it looks better once I have on all of my other makeup. I don't like my hair this way, you guys. I feel like it looks scraggly. That texture spray did me no favors. And I have the biggest pet peeve. I can't stand it when my own hair has faded to a certain extent. I mean, it's still bright in a lot of areas, but when I can see like roots or, you know, like this one part tends to fade quicker, I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. All right, so I've already prepped my skin with my Glam Glow Illuminating Moisturizer, which I'm gonna have to find my other one because I am almost out of my Pearl Glow, which I have the Nude Glow as well. So I'm gonna have to switch to that one. I'm using the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I really like this as a primer. It smooths out your pores. So I just put it in my T-zone. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation. I'm just gonna swirl it around. And then I'm gonna take my YSL Touche Eclat. I'm working on finishing it. I don't know if I'd repurchase it again. It's pretty, like it's a pretty foundation, but the lightest shade is a little too dark for me. And I don't know, I just don't, I've said it before, but like there's a lot of drugstore foundations that I think work better or just as well. So I don't know if I can justify paying that much for a high-end foundation. Now this brush I got from Amazon. And it's one of those dupes for the Artiste brushes that are really expensive. This brush was not expensive at all. It was not even $10, I don't think. And from what I can tell, when I've seen other people use the actual Artiste brushes, I think it works just as well. You have to be a little careful going around your brows. Or at least I do. I could probably carve out my brows using concealer if I wanted to, but I don't. Okay. I'm going to use a new concealer, new to me, today. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal. Yep, Maybelline Master Conceal. I got it because I want to start doing cut creases and I want to get better at them. And I feel like, I dropped the lid. I feel like this is a concealer that would be good for that because I feel like sometimes I have an issue doing cut creases because I feel like the concealers I use, I don't know if they're not pigmented enough. I don't know what the right term is, but like, it's just, they're not, I feel like they don't cancel out the lid as much or as well. Like, I feel like it needs something more creamy to do it. So I felt like this was a good option for that. And so far I think it will be good, so we'll dive into some cut creases coming up here soon. So I'm just putting that where I would normally put concealer, which I put concealer normally where, well, under my eyes, and then normally where my foundation fades the quickest, or if I want to highlight a certain area. Wipe off. One of my pet peeves is having foundation on the back of my hand. I don't know why. And then I will take the Laura Mercier powder. I have had this for a while. It was the first setting powder I bought. This is the translucent one. I don't know if there is a colored one, but like, I don't know if she has different shades or if it's just translucent. I know she has a brightening powder, but this is the translucent shade. And I was watching Edwin Daly do his makeup and he uses this all the time, so I was like, I have that, I should use it. And I actually don't have much of it left because this used to be everything that I used. Everything. This used to be all that I used, is what I meant. Yeah, I don't know if these come in different shades and colors. Like, I don't know if there's like a light, a medium, a dark. I think it's just translucent. Every time I use it, I'm like, oh, that's why I liked it so much. So this is one that I might repurchase, even though I have like a higher end one that I do like. I am going to go in with the eyeliner from Urban Decay, the 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Woodstock. It's like a pink shade, because I think pinks and oranges are pretty together. And I'm just going to leave the powder, the excess powder, sitting on my face just for a few minutes. I don't really bake a lot, but sometimes I'll leave the excess powder just sitting there so that it'll, I don't know, help keep my makeup matte for longer. And then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M506, which is just like a very small blending brush, like a very tiny one. And I'm just going to run Blazing, which is that orange. I have an eyelash. Make a wish. And I'm going to take Blazing and just run it along the lower lash line. I'm going to be doing some more looks with the Thirsty palette coming up in the next couple of days, because I've only done one so far, which I can't believe. Okay, I like that. And then I'm going to use my new favorite mascara, which is the Volumazing from Revlon. I love it. And this is in the Blackest black shade. That's what it's called. I just feel like it makes a big difference. I don't remember who I saw using this that said it was awesome, but somebody recommended it. So in the next few days, you guys might get a couple videos a day from me. We'll see. I feel like I gotta play catch up because I have a bunch of stuff I want to film. Oh, I can't stand it when my eyes water. And then it like makes like this weird impression in the corner of my eye. And I know you guys probably don't hear my puppy snoring today. That's because she's sleeping in the other room. I put her up on the couch. So I'm gonna go in with this random Sonia Kashuk brush. It's like very fluffy. And I'm gonna go into this Z palette that I created, well, sort of created myself. It has blushes, and then it has this white powder right here is Emphasize from MAC. I saw Jaclyn Hill use it today on her under eyes, so I'm just gonna use it to sweep away the powder I already put there. It kind of brightens it up a little bit. If I were to use a more dense brush or like a smaller under eye setting brush or my beauty blender, it would really lighten it up. But I'm just gonna put it, I'm just gonna use it to sweep away any excess powder on my face. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild blush brush, the Pro, I always forget what number it is, P72. I just like that it's metallic. And I'm gonna go in between this one and this one. These are Makeup Geek blushes. The lighter one is called Bliss, and the darker one is called Summer Flip. I don't think they make, I think they still make Bliss, but any peachy blush is fine. And don't ever feel like you guys have to have the actual palette that I use to get this look. there is a YouTuber that I watch that I actually talk to, like we know each other, and she's really sweet. Her name is Steffi Pie, has things to say, and she does a lot of dupe videos where she uses the colors that she has at home in order to do, you know, actually, I think I need this brush. She uses a lot of just the palettes that she has, but similar colors to, you know, the higher end palettes. So you don't have to have, by any means, the expensive palettes. I haven't bought, well, okay, that's not true. I can't say I haven't bought any palettes recently, but I have gotten out of the habit of, I used to buy, I'm just using some of that emphasized powder down here. I've gotten out of the habit of like buying every single thing because I don't need it. And now I really pick and choose what I buy to review on my channel. So, all right, and then I'm going to go in with the Brooke Candy MAC Golden Bronzer. And I'm going to use, where is my brush? There it is, my Juvia's Place. I gotta wash this brush, it's a little misshapen. I'm just putting a little there to warm up my face. I feel like I don't even need bronzer today. I think it's because the YSL foundation is a little bit darker than what I'm used to. But we'll just warm it up just a little bit. Okay. So we got mascara, highlight. Duh, can't forget highlight. So I'm going to spray my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte setting spray. This is my favorite, like, high-end or drugstore setting spray at the moment. I didn't plan this well because I didn't actually decide what highlight I want to use. I know what I'm going to do. Since this is an orangey, like burgundy, sunsetty kind of look, I'm going to use the highlighter side in the Bronze and Glow Makeup Revolution highlighter bronzer duo, and I'm just gonna put that with my Anastasia A23 brush. See how, gosh, this duo was $10 on Makeup Revolution's website, and I love the bronzer side as well. It's like a cool tone bronzer instead of being like a really orangey warm bronzer. There we go. And then, as you can see, it's kind of like a golden champagne highlight, and it's very pigmented. Makeup Revolution has a lot, Makeup Revolution and Shop Hush both have a lot of good dupes for high-end things. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Matte Clover liquid lipstick. A portion of the proceeds of this go to homeless animals. And I know I didn't wipe off my foundation. I think it's like 25% that they donated, and they donated initially upon the launch like $250,000. Lately I've not wiped off my foundation as much as it bothers me, because I feel like it has served as a base, and it's made my liquid lipstick stay on longer. So, giving it a shot. I feel like, oh no, I didn't blend out my foundation in the corner of my mouth as well, and then I just now messed up the liquid lipstick. Going in with some gloss over top of it anyway. This is my favorite gloss in the world. It is the Duo Chromatic NYX gloss. This one is in the shade Gypsy Dreams, and they have all different shades. This one's my favorite. It is stunning. And it looks good over top of any lipstick or liquid lipstick or with just a liner. I love it. And I like to wear a gloss over top of my liquid lipsticks because then the gloss fades and the liquid lipstick is left underneath. I'm going in with some of my rose toner to just tone down the cakiness a little. And then a little bit more setting spray. My husband always laughs at me when I say a little bit more setting spray because it's really a lot. So this is the final look. Not crazy about my hair or my brows necessarily, but I do like the way it turned out, and I'm glad that I pulled out the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette to just make sure I showed it some love. So thank you guys so much for watching. I encourage you to pull out some of your older makeup and just give it a go. Do a look with it and have fun. And thank you guys for watching again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.